everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Red Flag series. And I have another guest today here to tell you guys what to look out for in a relationship before you jump into the lagoon of marriage. So I'll let her introduce herself.
Ta-da. Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Zainab, and I'm so excited. I'm spotting my friend here.
She's a doctor, like doctor, not of PhD, of 6 years of MBBS.
Let's talk about men.
Okay, let's not talk about medicine. Let's talk about men. Okay, so I want you to tell us some. Wait, first, are you married?
No, I'm not.
Are you in a relationship? In advance, I apologize, sir, for some of the things that she's going to say. She doesn't mean them. She's just trying to help other ladies.
Don't worry, he's very understanding.
Okay, to thank God.
He's a great
person. So tell us some of the red flags to look out for if you are looking to date somebody for marriage.
You know, personally, I'll be speaking for myself, of course, obviously.
Of course. Disclaimer, she's speaking for herself. It's her opinion.
My opinion, of course.
It is a red flag for her. It might not be a red flag for you. So,
I would say a person who doesn't know who they are as an individual. There are people who don't know who they are.
Explain.
Okay.
So,
you could ask a person, when you sit with a person, and for example, I could ask you, who are you?
But that question, who are you, is a difficult question to answer.
The reason why it's difficult for a lot of people is because they are not yet looking deep into themselves. People are okay with being validated by the society, by the culture, and by their families. So it makes it difficult for you because over time you are busy. It's like there is background noise all around you and in your head telling you who you are growing up. And as an adult, so you have settled for, that is who you are as a person. So because of that, you're unable to look inward and ask yourself like the hard conversations and who am I as a person? What do I want? What is my purpose on earth, right? Right? So I believe a man who doesn't know who he is...
We have a psychiatrist and a psychologist today. You people answer that question. Who are you? Think about it. What are you in the world? What is your purpose in the world?
No, seriously. I believe if you know who you are as a person, it is very easy for you to...
I don't even know who I am. Wait, let me think about it. Who am I? Continue.
You know who you are, mommy.
But I'm not just a mommy. I'm not just, like I say, whenever people actually ask me, Kingani, I prefer to present myself first before maybe in the conversation I'll now include Miji or something, Kingani, because I feel like once you say matangwani, automatically
you're bound to perceive
you differently.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kingani, and that might not be who you are.
Thank you. So continue.
Okay. For me, that's very important, honestly, because if you know who you are as a person, it's very easy for me as an individual to sort of be in alignment with you, to sort of want to come down to talk to you. And we all know that no matter what the society says, culturally, we all know what it is. A man is the head of the family, right? So if as a person, I am not confident when it comes to you, meaning you know who you are as a person, how do you accommodate me?
Yeah.
And how am I going to be able to have the hard conversations with you? Often, like when women come to you, like friends will come to you and they'll start complaining, they're having these problems, this is happening in their relationships. And when you really listen to them, these are like things that it's not even an issue. But it's an issue because they also don't know who they are. And they're with people who also lack that understanding of who am I? I am the man. Are you able to like take the responsibility of speaking to a woman as a man? Kingani, it's going wrong.
You're basically saying if you're dating a man, get a man's man.
Yes, get a man
who knows who he is.
Yes.
Not the one that thinks like, oh, Auntie, you are the head of the household, and he acts like that. He doesn't really know that he is.
Of course. Yeah. People think another thing again is same thing name as the matter. Some of us men are going to come and we don't know ourselves. That's why people will tell you, oh, when I'm in this situation, this is what I'm going to do. But if you are to test them with that situation, they will fail woefully. Kingani, and there are people that will tell you, I don't think I can handle it. But then when they actually get there, you'll see that they will handle it excellently. That's because they are having that hard conversations with themselves. They are not even lying to themselves that they can do this. Kingani, they are not living in denial. So being a very realistic person also makes a lot of things easy. Some of us women, we go into relationship with our fantasies, like with made up fantasies in our head. That Mr. Right, maybe you've watched this, maybe from your family, from your friends, they have it all perfect, they have it all. You are forgetting that these people are not you. They can never be, you can never be them.
For example, there's this lady, one time we're having a conversation, right? And she's like, oh, me, I'm a woman that does it all.
And what is she implying? She does it all.
Yes.
Me, I don't do anything all.
She said, I do my 9 to 5. I have my business. I have my family, my husband, gidana, tsapsapirana, ina kula da su, ina abinci, ina me. And when she was talking, I was just like, wow, superwoman. Because me, I cannot. But then, when I think about it, I feel like she was just, it's not even possible. You cannot do it all.
It's not everybody struggle with something.
Exactly. Come mama, if you feel like you're doing it all, you're not giving everything 100.
No, you can't.
When it's getting 50.
Sometimes, if you are with a person who is a great person, like I said, if you are with a man that is a man, not just a man, right? Sometimes you wouldn't even notice that you have shortcomings on some things because you are with a person who understands that
adapted to
yes, it's not even about adapting. It's that he knows himself and what he contributes to as a man. So there is total acceptance of macheni ita. She cannot do more than this. Kingani, and love is not enough. We all agree.
Weaker sex.
Of course, while love is not enough, we all agree to that. But I believe when your values are in alignment with a person, a lot of things will be easy. When you are your own person. Red flag
that she said. Let me tell them. She said you have to be your values has to be like in alignment. So when you're looking to marry, you have to find a man that you people are on
values nako. They have to align.
So similar. Maybe you're sorry, I'll say something. Maybe people might not like it, but you say you're a feminist, but then you're marrying a traditional man. The values will not
It's
align.
Not going to work.
It will not work. So if you're a feminist, you marry a man that upholds feminism 50-50 in his house. Maybe that one. But then if you're a feminist and then
you'll find it very challenging and difficult.
Very.
There was someone I was also talking to that maybe would have worked out. Maybe not, because obviously we're not going to work out. It's that this person is very traditional. Okay. I'm not saying I'm not a traditional person, but I just feel men are selfish more than women. I'm not saying women are not selfish. We're all selfish, but when we have to scale it, when it comes to marriage, men are more selfish. Cool? So it's like when I'm looking at me with this person, is that everything I'm just giving. And
you're not really getting much.
It's not even about getting. It's that in this giving, that if I commit myself to give you this for the rest of my life, how do you compensate me in a way that makes me feel comforted,
and validated, and seen, and loved, and
yes, and it was lacking. And it's like I was just communicating and communicating and communicating.
It wasn't really hearing you.
No, it's like no. I was just saying to somebody today that people listen and they hear what you say, but sometimes it's that the words you're using, they don't know what those words, the weight those words carry. Zaki yake zauna da ni yanzu ki bani shawara in nazo miki da abu kice min Zainab kaza kaza. Ba wai abin da kika ce min bane ban ji ba. But na fahimci abin words din da kike use, na fahimci abin da suke nufi.
Yeah.
Kin gane? So sometimes I was just giving an example. I was like, when you are telling women to be confident, to build confidence, you have to break it down, especially for the young generation.
They don't really even know what it means to be confident.
Yes, yeah. So you have to break it down.
They can hear you, but they don't really understand
break it down.
What it means.
Yes. And Kinsa, not everybody is patient. For me, gaskiya, what drives me in a relationship, I'm already like, I've come to terms with the fact that love is not enough. Yeah. And I'm very okay with it, right? But after having that hard conversation with myself, I'm like, if love is not enough, then what is enough for you? Kingani? And I had to go on a journey of self-healing, self-realization, and a whole lot of things. I had to learn to break my own heart and to fix myself so that when I meet the right person, I wouldn't be sabotaging my relationship. I wouldn't be a toxic person. We are all toxic.
Yeah,
sometimes you are toxic. You don't even know that your actions are toxic, but they are to the next person. So it's quite difficult because a lot of people just want to settle, that they are not allowing themselves to heal from whatever it is. Kingani, sometimes healing is not about heartbreak or whatnot. It's that, have you healed yourself enough to accommodate the next person, to handle a relationship? A lot of people are in a relationship, but they don't even know what it entails.
Yeah.
They are just in that relationship for the validation of the society, just so their friends don't feel like you're of age to marry, you're single. Kokuma, okay, I'm man enough to have a wife, but bani da kowa a rayuwana. Kingani? And then going back to men, me, gaskiya, first thing first, if a man tells me A, please, let 100 years come. It should be A. I love it when a man tells me, Zami kaza, kuma zan yi kaza.
Like he should be a man of his word.
Man of his words. It's very important for me. And gaskiya, because I'm mostly a very hardworking person, I try to like do as much for myself. I cannot be with a person who wants me to completely rely on him.
Yeah.
I want to be my own person.
You
I
want
met
to
you
have
being
your
own
independence.
person.
Yeah.
It's not even about me. I tell people, Kingo, all this feminism, being an independent person. Gaskiani, I tell people that I like to be called seen as a self-sufficient person. It makes it easy for me.
It makes me even, I feel much better about myself. Please. My biggest fear in this life is to depend on somebody for anything. Wallahi, it's my biggest fear.
It is.
It
is. While it's very okay in the adini for us Muslims, not for everybody, and for people that it works for, you also need to understand that you have a life out of this person. Let this person acknowledge that you have a life before them. Are they accepting towards who you are? Have they accepted wherever it is you're coming from? Even if we keep our families and every other person aside, it's going to be that culturally, I was brought up in a certain way. Morally, the same thing, right? And then the world itself, the exposure that I've had is not going to be same with you. Even if maybe, let's say we both are privileged to come from a certain place that is sort of on the same lane, I would say, our experiences are not going to be the same, and our perceptions are not going to be the same. So first, do you acknowledge and see me as I am, and admire me as I am, and respect my strength for what it is? Kingani? And then be willing to uplift my weaknesses and not show it on my face like I kicking at the one halin kaza. It's very heartbreaking when a person that you're trusting and you're being vulnerable with
is throwing something back at you.
Sometimes it's that genuinely they are just being very great people, but they are not helping you. Communication is very important. So a man
how to communicate.
So Kingani, like I'm not more like while I want to like really mention red flags on men, I want to like really focus on my own self and my own experiences, because I think whatever it is I'm going to say should be something that I've learned from, something that I've seen, something that I can defend.
Do you think like it's some of your red flags that bring out certain red flags in other men?
I would say yes.
So by lele maybe halin mutum bane, but kai ne, because these are your own red flags that trigger some of these red flags in other people.
Even in friendship, like women, sometimes when your friend acts a certain way, maybe you have triggered a certain emotions that you don't even know. And maybe to you, honestly, you have no intention of doing that. It was never like, you've never thought of it that your reaction or whatever it is that you've said to this person is going to trigger an emotion that is going to be perceived negatively. But then at the end of the day, it did. So what do you do about it, and how do you handle it? Kingani?
Yes, I've never really thought about it. I only felt like, okay, everybody individually kind of carries their own red flag. Kingani? But then I never thought your red flag can trigger somebody else's red flag, when reaction, one emotion out of that person, and then it will bring kind of something else.
So like for me, Gaskia, you have to be your own person. You have to like, me personally,
you have to take me as I am.
It's not even about, I'm more than willing and happy to amend, to fix. Kingani, on that journey with you, because being in a relationship is about commitment. It's not about loving a person. See, I tell people, anybody can wake up in the morning, I love you. Anybody can tell you, I love you. But are they committed to being with you? To going through life with you, to experiencing life with you, to see. And it's not about, I have had people that genuinely wish me well, but when I'm progressing, they are not even saying anything to me. Like, they are happy for me. I don't want to believe that they are not. But that is who they are, and I've accepted that hakasiki. So imagine if like this person is your person, and this person is such a person, but you need your own person to be happy for you. on days that you need him to be happy for you. And on days that you're sad, maybe they have their own burden too, but there has to be that, how would I say, that discomfort of, no, that agreement of, I committed myself to be with this person.
So
yeah, remind yourself of that commitment that today is not the best day for me, but this person is also going through something. And I have to also make a compromise to be there for this person, no matter how little. So, yeah. So, whenever I tell people, if you intend to marry a person, what are your values? What are that person's values? Who are you? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? What sort of family do you want to build? Don't lie to yourself. Are they in alignment with what this person envisions for himself in the nearest future?
Okay. So now I want you to tell me a green flag.
Green flag?
One huge green flag.
A green flag?
Yes.
One, just one?
Just one.
Just one?
Just one.
I can't say just one.
Okay. Say them all.
But I think a green flag for me, as an individual, because I know who I am right now as a person, I can never not see a man who respects me for what I do and sees me for who I am and is willing to make something out of it, like to make a relationship work for me, irrespective of what he's dealing with or whatever it is. For me, a man understanding that this is who you are as a person, because in our society, women make majority of the compromise.
Yeah,
so a man understanding that he has to make compromise in some
Shima
way
as well,
to accommodate this relationship, because it's about the two of us, meaning it's a partnership. It's not just on Zainab.
Like I always
it's
say,
on
a
him
marriage
as well.
is a companionship, but most people think it's just, of course, it's an arrangement. But most people just feel like Aurang is heavily centered towards the man's pleasure of the union.
There are a lot of people who are like very religious, but basajins orang Allah. So I would want to focus on a man who bawai malami bane, but yana jins orang Allah. It's not about me.
In his
it's that in his affairs,
yes.
in his actions. Kingani say sanachi. Da wuya ki samu a man, when you find a man who in yaci din shi ne an shi ne kaza kazan shi ne.
That's trustworthiness.
Yes. That's like, oh, a
whole
green forest for me. And then I just want a person who will look at me and tell me be brutal with me when it's necessary. Not somebody that will just accommodate me and then maybe go and talk about it with his friends or just settle for it just for the sake of peace. No. Like I want a person, for me, green flag is Sorang Allah, knowing who they are and understanding that I also have a life before them, right? And then, what else? So many.
Okay, so let me ask you, what is one value that, anyway, you've been talking about
so much about
values. So I don't think I even need to ask you that question. But I'm hoping maybe this Kwanana Zaki Auri. So what is something that you now, like, okay, let me ask you this. You probably before you were serious with this person. What is something that you've now realized that, oh, I need to change it, or I need to change my perception about moving forward in marriage with this person? Does the question make sense?
Yeah, it does.
It does what?
It does. So I think with this person at the beginning, I just felt that I don't have to practice kindness. You know, when, like I said,
I'm confused.
I don't have to practice kindness. Is that sometimes you settle. A lot of people tell me you are kind, you're a nice person. So I just thought in my head that I'm it, Kingani. But it's like this person teaches me to want to be a better person. He practices kindness every day, even to me and to other people that I've seen. Kingani, I didn't think it was something that I need to look into. But now I've learned and I've understood over time that this is something that I would want to consciously and subconsciously.
So that means you're even kinder than you used to be.
Yes.
With him.
I tell him every day I tell him every day that you've made me a more self-aware person, a kinder person. Like I feel like I sleep and I wake up wanting to like start life afresh because this person gives me reasons to want to be a good person, a great person. I'm serious.
Can we meet this person?
No, you
come to the show. Come together.
No. He's very supportive.
Wow.
He's he's the most supportive person. See, when people
You
say
see,
they have
she
green
says
flags,
so many
I have
green
a whole
flags.
green forest.
So
Like, I'm
when
so
you're
proud.
looking for a
See, the
spouse,
saddest thing that I have to like tell myself is that, you know, it's that people have messy breakups and everything.
Yeah.
But where I am right now, the worst thing that I believe in my entire existence will happen to me when it comes to like relationships with people that are not family will be that I have to let this person go. I don't wish for it. Do you know why? And I'm saying it not because I love this person. I love this person like to death, right? I love this person infinitely. But it's the fact that he has made me a better person and he's doing it every day, even without him acknowledging that he's doing it. But because I see this as a great person, I don't question his leadership.
of course.
Another thing that we skip.
Another
women,
huge.
you know you cannot trust the leadership of this person,
don't
but
even
you
marry
tell yourself,
them.
it's someone that you are doubting it. So why are you marrying the person?
Gaskiya.
Why are you marrying the person?
Gaskiya. It's a huge red flag, actually.
Yeah, so for me, gaskiya, be with a person. It's not about him validating things for you. It's that this person sees you.
Do you think it's a matter of
encourages you,
age?
supports you. I don't think so. It's
Are
not
you sure?
age.
It's not a matter of age.
It's not age. We are all in our 20s. It's not age.
Really?
Yeah, it's not age.
I would have never thought, actually.
Well, it's
Then
not
with the
age.
Magana, I gave myself like, definitely this guy is like in his late 30s.
No, of course not.
He must have done everything and he has now
I'm so, like
lasered
I'm
down.
so grateful for his mom, like for and
No,
his
his
dad.
mom really did well.
Like but most importantly, I'm so proud of him for being who he is today. Like he's very inspiring, not just to me, to a lot of people on his platform. I'm very proud of him. I would want to wake up like someday in my life and be like, yo, I'm on the same level with you. Yes. Sort of. Of course, I really hope it works out for us, and if it doesn't, like I'll be so sad that I have to let him go. Honestly, I'm serious. He's just too good.
What do you think might be the reason, if at all, you let him go?
No reason. No reason. Whatever reason, I will fix it. We'll fix it. We'll deal with it. Okay. No reason. Just maybe the universe, obviously.
This girl she has fallen yakata.
It's not about see. It's not about yes, I'm a finished woman, honestly. But it's not about that. It's that when you are with a person who is good, and not just to you, but to people that you don't even know, and you see it manifest every day.
He's just
you
a
trust in the leadership
man,
of that
of
person.
course.
See, this is the only person that I've talked to as a man that I've been with that has never, in all the like time that we've been together, that I've never went back to a conversation and questioned him or felt like some sort of doubt because he's transparent and he's it, and it shows even with the way he carries himself and the way he's transparent with me.
Kai, let's clap for this man, I beg. This man he's doing well. He's doing well.
My baby.
Your baby is doing well. No,
so Allahumma Bareek.
No, yes. Please, let's say mashallah.
Let's say that too.
I hope it continues to be
I really hope a lot of people, like, I hope people be honest enough with themselves.
I actually feel like that's even one of the biggest problems in relationships. Nobody is honest.
That's because
the man is not honest, the woman is not honest.
Okay, let's talk about this. The reason why people are not honest is because mostly people end up with people who they know are judgmental. You want to be honest, but you know this person is going to be judge you. And if he doesn't judge you now, maybe in the nearest future, he's going to judge you, or he's going to use that against you for something. Well, what makes you think you will open up your mouth to be honest with such people? That's why I would like to. One of the major reasons why I really am with this person and I love this journey is that the fact that I can go and tell him that, see, I messed up today. Of course, yes, and this is a terrible thing. He will be honest with me. He'll be brutal with me. Like
yesterday, I was telling my husband, "Idan na je na kashe mutum, ai zaka ce min bayin daidai ba, but you still help me bury the body." And also, like, so yes, find somebody that would actually.
Who you can. If you can be honest with a person, I assure you, majority of the problems you have in a relationship will not be as much.
Yeah.
And if you are willing to understand that this person is another person from a completely different place than you are, but you chose to be with this person didn't force you. You willingly chose to be with this person, right?
Okay, do you feel like some people actually don't have a choice?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just that one person that actually even comes to you.
Maybe sometimes you want to settle, but maybe your idea of who you want to settle with is not there. And maybe this is the person. And then women have this perception of, maybe he will change. I can change him. I can fix him. You cannot fix anybody's child, though. Sorry. Let him be fixed. Or whatever it is, however he is, you have to accept
so that situation da iyayen mu suke yi mutun yana shaye-shayen na a ce bari a mishi aure zai natsu
baya faruwa maybe in 1 million, maybe with that end you'll be very lucky. Kinsan, the problem is habits will always find a way of even if you say Nadena, one day, not everybody, but you might have a relapse and go back to that thing, even if it is for a second. And that might be the breaking point for your partner.
Yeah.
So you need to learn to like accept. See, if you are saying this person is 100, he has given you 100, be okay with him from his 100, you coma 50. No, not say 50. It's not possible for him to be 0, but in your coma 50, okay. Will you still love this person? Will you still be committed? Will you wake up and choose this person?
Tough question.
Yeah. We have to tell ourselves the truth. And again, you need to encourage our community to always go for, marital, premarital counseling.
Yes, we spoke about it in the last episode as well. A lot of mutani maybe I'll talk to Zainab and then we'll add them in the caption of the video, so you guys can always reach out. But then premarital counseling is in fact, post-marital counseling is important. So
please, women, know yourselves first before going into a relationship.
All right, guys. That calls it.
Yes.
So thank you. Thank you, Zainab.
Thank you.
See you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.